The title for today's video is a result of a conversation with a person who's really dear to me. And this conversation happened a few hours ago. Today is Monday. This video is being shot at the end of the day. It's about 12:10 a.m. on a Monday morning or Sunday late at night when I'm shooting this video. This conversation has easily happened about 10-11 hours ago, but it has still stuck with me, and hence I'm going to be talking about it. So stick till the end of the episode to get more perspective on this. Hello and welcome to episode 36 of Business on Sunday. I'm Manish Ahuja. I'm a money mindset and financial literacy coach and founder of the brand Paycheck to Profit. To get to know more about Paycheck to Profit, please check the show notes or the description of the video. Paycheck to Profit is basically a community of like-minded people who are millennials and Gen Zs who are trying to change their money mindset, manifest a lot of wealth in their life using law of attraction, and eliminate their money blocks one step at a time. I'm still in the process of creating a profitable community, doing a lot of masterclasses, and this entire series of videos, Business on Sunday, is actually me documenting my journey of what am I doing, what are the things that are working for me, what is failing. And there are many a times when things don't really happen, but it's a journey which is being documented, and many things which have happened this week could probably have a large impact in a few months or years down the line. So I'm just documenting everything so that I have a record of it for the future, and who knows, what I'm going to share with you today becomes a seed of something very important few years later, and only in hindsight will I be able to connect the dots and say, oh, who knew this is going to be an important event. So let me tell you what are the few things that I have done this week. I have been interviewed for a podcast, a Canadian podcaster, and I connected on Facebook group, and we shared messages with each other. We had a conversation and we are really in sync. I really found this person to be really interesting. I'm going to be featured on her podcast soon. When that episode is out, I'll be sharing that link on my social media, so make sure you're following me there. I had a really nice meeting, a 2.5 hour long meeting with two people who I know through a book club, and that conversation was all about spirituality, life goals, manifestation, and that was one of the highlights of the week for me. I've been making reels every day on social media. So I'm building a personal brand called Mr. Emojical, and my business is Paycheck to Profit. So I'm creating reels on both of these accounts on daily basis. And I'm very happy to report that finally this process is absolutely systematic. It's now been converted into a system. I'm making reels every day, or rather I'm now creating a bank. Last night, I ended up creating 14 reels. So that bank is made for the week. And now those reels are getting uploaded and everything is happening in a system. I've finally found a team member. I'm going to be introducing that concept a few weeks down the line. But for now, everything seems to be working really good. So fingers crossed. And I have finished reading this beautiful book called Flowers for Algernon. This is a 1966 book. It's a science fiction and it's a beautiful book. I'm going to be covering it in my podcast called I Urge You To. If you're already not following me, or if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you can get updates when this particular podcast is released. Let me talk to you about the subject that I've spoken in the title of the video. True happiness in life depends on 3 metrics or 3 elements. And this is something that we've always known. But I'm going to give you a perspective which is going to help you understand what metrics are you supposed to follow, and who knows, this theory can actually end up becoming a seed for a very big thought process or thought experiment down the line for me. So the 3 metrics are money, fame, and power. We've heard this multiple times. If you want to be happy in the material plane of the world, I'm not talking about the spiritual angle, I'm not talking about the health angle, I'm not talking about the relationship angle, I'm only talking about the career or business or your personal growth angle. Money, fame, and power are 3 important metrics of the 3 important metrics that actually make a difference. Now, the reason why this needs to be underlined is because depending on your ambition, depending on your vision, depending on your personal need, depending on what kind of a person you are, you need to determine which of these 3 metrics are important to you. So the person who I was talking to, after having a conversation, we realized that the only metric that matters to that person is money. And that's not a bad thing at all. See, the point is simple. If you are in the material plane, money is a goal. It's a metric that you have to optimize for as per your aspiration, as per your need, as per your lifestyle that you're trying to aspire for. So that is inevitable. In my case, money and fame is important, because for me, it's very important that Paycheck to Profit becomes an institution down the line. Paycheck to Profit actually becomes a brand which is much bigger than my own personal brand. And for that to happen, today you can't build a business without having a personal brand of your own. This is something that I've spoken about just 1 or 2 weeks ago. So if you've not seen that episode, just watch a few episodes from the past weeks, or just revisit the episodes. But it is inevitable for you to build a personal brand today if you want to also build a business. Okay. So for me, I am creating the Mr. Emojical brand so that I can capitalize on that and also build Paycheck to Profit as a business brand over it. So for me, money and fame are important. When you talk about power, you're talking about somebody who's looking to become somebody who wants to reach a designation, somebody who wants to get into the politics of the country, or somebody who just wants to become a chairman of an association or some Rotary group or Lions Club or BNI club. Now, these are positions of power. For me, power has never attracted me. I've never been fascinated by power. I don't care about power. I'm more than happy to be a team member. I'm more than happy to be a volunteer, because for me, what is most important is optimizing for money and optimizing for brands of my business or my personal brand, which automatically gets converted into fame in 2024. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to think about this. I want you to introspect and think, what exactly are the metrics that matter to you? Ask me your questions about this subject in the comments below so that we can have a conversation about it. It is a very important and a sensitive subject that most people tend to overlook, or, I'll give you an example. If you are somebody who's having a hard time dealing with the situation that a friend of yours from school has now become a very big social media celebrity, or you are always, even if you don't want to, you end up comparing your life to people who are social media influencers, or you're trying to figure how can you live a life of a YouTuber. Baba, if you don't even want that benchmark for your life, if you don't want to become a YouTuber, if you don't want to become an influencer, if you don't want to become a social media celebrity, why are you comparing yourself to that life? And if you want to become that, are you ready? Are you willing to put everything online to achieve that stage? Now, simple example being, let's say you are highly influenced by a social media celebrity or a social media influencer. Are you ready to put yourself on social media? Are you ready to share your personal life to whatever extent possible on social media? Not have a personal life, or not have too much of a personal life. Be in front of the camera all the time. Create videos. Get vulnerable in front of camera. Be open to eventually getting recognized in public places. Are you comfortable with that lifestyle? If not, why are you even comparing yourself to somebody who has a lot of fame? If the only thing that you care about, and I can give you this as an example, look at people in your ecosystem and you'll find many people who've been running a business for the last 2 decades, 3 decades, and they are very affluent, and they don't have a social media account. They don't even care about a social media profile. They don't post anything on social media. They don't even understand the features of social media. What does that signify? That for them, money is the only category that they are optimizing for. The day you start living your life beyond this screen of yours, you will realize that the life has a lot more opportunities for you. For me, this is a way for me to connect to hundreds and thousands of people. Why am I doing that? Because I want to connect with so many people, because I believe I have a lot of knowledge which I would like to share with people who are 5 years, 7 years, 10 years younger than me. Because when I was at that stage, I did not have anybody who I could look up to and who would share all this information with me with this level of transparency. I did not have anybody who was being vulnerable and talking about things that are not working for them and what to do to overcome those situations, to be vulnerable in front of the camera and tell you that building a small business, building a business that will grow at a particular pace, building a business in the coaching industry is a journey. Hence, money and fame becomes important for me. Fame not in the sense of I want to get mobbed in the crowd. That's not something that I'm fascinated by. There's this concept in management called small giants, and that concept is wherever you go, in the right rooms, you are recognized by most people, and in general room, when you, let's say, go to the mall, there's a possibility that people will not even know who you are. But if you go to the right room, people from your ecosystem, people from your industry, everybody would know and look up to you, and they would know exactly who you are. Now that's a small giant that I would want to become. So I want you to think about this. What are the metrics which are important to you? Are you wanting money, fame, or power? All three? You'll have to go on a completely different tangent. If you're looking at only money and fame, I'm more than happy to help you any way I can. Leave me your questions. Tell me what you think of this as a theory to begin with. Do you agree to it? Does that make sense to you? Ask me your questions. Tell me what is happening with your professional life, your business life. Where are you stuck? What's working for you? What's not working for you? Let's have a conversation in the comments below. Tell me what book are you reading? Tell me what book have you recently finished? Please comment and let me know what is working for you. Give me feedback on these videos. There are some people who have been dedicatedly watching all of these videos on a regular basis. Give me your feedback so that I can improve. Please follow me on social media, especially on Instagram and LinkedIn. I am creating content on both of these platforms on daily basis. And all my links, Paycheck to Profit, Mr. Emojical, everything is given in the comments below or in the show notes below, description below the like button. Like this video. And if you have any questions, if you can't find any link, leave me a comment and I'll be more than happy to reach out to you, connect with you and share the links with you. Okay. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Thank you for watching this entire video. I did not expect today's video to reach about 12.5 minutes, but it already has crossed 12 minutes. So thank you so much. I'll now see you in the next video. Thank you for watching an entire episode of Business on Sunday. Have a profitable week yourself. Take care. Happy Holi if you're celebrating. Take care. Keep going. Keep growing.